Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel, MathYourDay. So today we'll be doing the quadratic sequence, right? So today we'll be looking at some basics that we need to consider based on the quadratic sequence, right? So now on the quadratic sequence, there is a difference between the quadratic sequence and a linear number pattern or a quadratic pattern. So now what we need to consider is that to determine whether is this a quadratic or not, you first need at least 4 numbers so that you can, or numbers which we have given on your sequence, right? So another thing which you need to know is that we don't have only one difference here, we have 2 difference. So our first difference is the one that we get from our sequence. So you can see that the one which will have the different I can say there will be no common difference on our first difference, right? And then on our second difference is there which we will find our common difference. So our difference there will be common. So that's another thing you need to consider on the quadratic number pattern, right? So now on our quadratic number pattern, we have what? A general formula. So our general formula is different to that one. So our general formula says Tn is equal to A plus, it's an squared plus bn plus c. So this is our what? Our general formula. So here this a, the value of a now is no longer representing our first term as we did on the arithmetic sequence. So now this a is the value which you need to find it. So you need to calculate this value of a. So our equation to be fully represented by the values there. So you need to have the value of a and the value of b there and the value of c. So c is the what? Is a constant. So as you can see, this equation is likely to be the same with the one of what? Of the parabola when you go there to the functions. So it's similar to that one. Yes, but something can be similar when calculating even on the number patterns, right? So on the quadratic sequence, now I have an example here so that we can know how to find the general formula, because is the main thing because you need the general formula before calculating anything else. So here it is our T1 and this is our T2, then this is our T3, then T4, this is T5. So you know that to get the difference, you just say T2 minus T1. So to get what? The difference. So our difference here will just say 12 minus 6 is going to give you 6. And then 22 minus what? Minus 12. It's going to give you what? 10. Right? So when you say 36 minus what? Minus 22, you will get what? 14. And then 54 minus what? Minus 36, you will get 80. So you can see that on our first difference, so this is our first what? This is our first difference, right? So this is our first difference. So to get what? To get our second difference. So you know that your second difference will be what? Will be common, right? So to get it, you also do the same So you just say the T2 of what? Of our first difference minus the T2 of our what? Of our first difference. So to get what? The second difference. So our second difference will be 4 because it's 10 minus 6. And then we'll say 14 minus 10. You will get 4 again. And then 18 minus 14. You will get what? 4 again. Right. So this is what? This is your second difference. Okay, let's hope we are still going together. Yes, so this is what? This is your, this is now this is your first difference, and then this one is your second difference, right? So you have your first difference and you have your second difference, but what we are looking for here is what? Is a general formula. We are looking for the value of A and the value of B and the value of what? Of C. How are we going to get these values, right? So the value of A, what we are going to say is just your second common difference is equal to what? Is equal to 2A. So the second common, let me say just diff, is equal to 2A, right? And your what? And your first term of what? Of the first difference is equal to what? Is equal to 3A what? 3A plus B. So T1 of the first difference is equal to 3A plus B. And then your what? And then your T1 now of what? Of your sequence is equal to what? Is equal to A plus B plus C. Now that I label it like this one, I started with the second common difference. It's because before you get to your T1 is equal to A plus B plus C, you first need this one, and then you need also this one. So on this one, you will only have one unknown. So your unknown will be A, the value of A. So it's easy to get the value of A, and then if you have the value of A, here will only be left with the value of B. So it's easy to get the value of B again, and then on this one again. So here on our equation we have what? Our second common difference is 4. So you just say 2A is equal to 4. So you see now there is only one unknown here, so you just divide by 2, and then your value of A is going to be 2. Now that you have the value of A, what else you need to do? You need to have the value of what? Of B, because you cannot jump over there and then come here looking for the value of C. Even if you don't have the value of B. So you first need to have the value of B. So to get the value of B, so okay, so your value of B, you just say 3A plus B is equal to what? Is equal to 6. So this is your first term of what? Of your first difference, right? So you have the value of A. So your value of A is 2. So you'll just substitute there. 3 into 2 plus B, your unknown, is equal to 6, right? So So there you have what? You have 6. So this is 6, and then you take this 6 to that side. So your B is going to be 6 minus 6. So it's 0. Right. Now your value of B is 0. And then you go there. Your T1 is equal to what? Is equal to A plus B plus C. So just say A plus B plus C is equal to, so what was your first term of your original sequence? It was 6. So your value of A is 2, and then your value of B is 0, and then the value of C is what we are looking for. Then you have 6 on this side, and then you take that 2 to that side, and then we'll be left with C is equal to 6 minus 2 is 4, right? So this is the value of C. Now you can go to your equation now, and then say Tn is equal to, so your value of A is 2 and squared, don't forget that, squared. So since the value of B is what? Since the value of B is since the value of B is what? Is 0. So here on our value of B, and that n will be what? Will be 0. So you cannot write 0. So we'll just say plus 4. So this is your equation for this sequence. So to prove your equation, if is it correct or not, what you need to do, right? So since you know that n stands for what? Stands for the position. So just to prove your equation, you can just substitute by what? By 1 there. So if you substituted there by 1, and then you get 6, since 6 was our first term on the original equation, so if we get that 6, that means our equation is correct. And you can also prove using another position. Maybe let's take 2. So if you put 2 there, it's going to be 2 into 2 squared plus 4. So this one will be 2 times 4. So 2 times 4 is 8. So plus 4. So this is going to give you 12. Let's say our second term there, T2 is what? Is 12. So our equation here is correct. So when we are looking for the equation, you need to do like this one, so that you can get the value of A, the value of B, and the value of what? Of C, as I said. So this is how you need to find the value of the general equation. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, and if you have a question, write the question on the comment, right? Thank you.